All right, folks, for this assignment, you're going to need your copy of the story that you read 2 assignments ago that you put in your writing folder. So you need to go to Google Drive, find whichever story you read, and you're going to open it up. Um, this video is to do 2 things. One, to show you what you're looking for English-wise, what you're going to be identifying for me and showing you can show support for. And the other part is to show you how to do it on a Google Doc. So on your Google Doc, you're going to identify a bunch of things. You're going to identify the setting, both when and where it happens. You're going to identify the main characters, protagonist and antagonist. You're going to highlight a section that shows the conflict, and you're going to tell me how you know that shows a conflict, and you're going to identify something that shows me the theme and tell me how you know that's a theme. Okay. Now, this can be challenging. For example, let's take setting. They don't always say exactly when, and they don't always say exactly where. But you still get hints. You get hints as to whether it's in a city or in the country, if it's in America or somewhere else. You can narrow it down a little bit. Same thing with time. A lot of stories don't tell you that it's happening on this date or in this year, but they give you hints that let you know, could it be happening today, or is it clearly somewhere in the past, or are they telling me that this is supposed to be somewhere in the future? And then you're going to use the comment feature to do that. Okay? So I'm using a story here called The Short Happy Life of Francis McLemore. It's a story about a guy with his wife who hires a professional hunter to take him hunting in Africa. So I know that it's in Africa, but through my reading of it, I remember that they mentioned a city too. But I can't remember exactly where that is. But I do remember that they were talking about taking a plane to that city. So I'm going to show you a neat feature. Rather than having to skim through the entire thing, you can use the Find feature. To do that, you hold Control on your keyboard and press F. See that little box that showed up right there? That is the Find feature. And like I said, I remember that they took a plane. So if I put plane in here, hey, they only mentioned plane once. That's lucky. If it mentioned 2 or 3 times, then I could just scroll through and find the right one. But look at that. A plane to take the 3 of us to Nairobi. So, boom. When you have it totally obvious and it doesn't need any explanation, you click the comment button and you write setting. You don't need to explain that, right? When and where. This answers where. You don't need to go into any more detail. You click comment. Now, as far as time, they never mention a date. Okay, I read it. I know they don't. However, they do mention a decent amount about the way hunting takes place at the current time. And I just happen to know that safari hunting is now a lot more regulated. A long time ago, it literally used to be you just call someone who knows Africa, and if you have enough money, you can go hunting. Okay, now it's different, and just the way they describe it shows me that it's changed now. So I know he was mentioning his cot when he was talking about how hunting is now. So I'm going to put cot in the Find feature. Now they mentioned that one a few times, so I'm going to have to go through it. So this one they talk about Francis in his cot, so I go to the next one. This one right here is his wife in the cot, so I'm going to go to the next one. That's part of the word apricots. And then, this one right here, where he's talking about his double-sized cot. So what I do for this one is I highlight the whole paragraph, and I'm going to go in here. I'm going to write setting. But now I have to explain it because it's not obvious. They don't mention time or place in here, so why is this telling me setting? So I write, this shows me that they were hunting before all the regulations came in place. So that's it. But you got to do that for all of those guys, all right? This one can be hard, so if you need to, reach out to me for questions. But when you're done, you go ahead and post this. Good luck.